Welcome to Soup for the Soul. Uh, I was about to do a Soup for the Soul on how to pay cash for a vehicle, but I had run across this article, and I had run across prior to this article how to go to the dark web. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there's layers of web, the internet. You got companies on the top. This could be anyone. Yahoo, Google, Facebook, things that you go to every day. And then you have secret websites that you can go to. And by the way, no portion of Soup for the Soul may be used without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. So you guys, someone said to me, I right off, I couldn't tell you who said this to me, but they said, oh, if you're looking for pictures or videos of you, you need to go to the dark web. And I'm thinking the dark web, that's a website, which it basically is, but the dark web is the dark web. This is where, if you are bold enough, excuse me, my sinuses are here, so I may sniffle, sneeze, do something, and I do apologize in advance. But I was like, the dark web, what is that? And so, me knowing me, and most of you do, I looked it up, saw a couple of videos on YouTube, and thought, wow, I'm gonna do this. But here's the deal, and this is the disclaimer before I even get started. You guys, before you go to the dark web, and there really is a dark side to the web, and I'm talking even surpassed by, even porn is surpassed. Some of the harshest porn in most cases, because there's harsh porn you can imagine on the dark in the dark web. Okay. And so, yeah, so I was like, there were several videos on how to go to the dark web. First of all, how to go to the dark web. You're going to, use a software called Tor, Tor, and Tor stands for the Onion Router. And developed by the U.S. Navy in the 1990s, it was a way for intelligence agents that were operating overseas to communicate anonymously with the U.S. And so the name, the Onion Router, actually is because all transmissions, through it are anonymous. You literally are surfing anonymously. And there's several servers around the world that will disguise the sender. And so layers, onions, layers. And so you can basically do whatever you want, post whatever you want, as long as you have accessibility to the dark web. It's like the devil of the web, literally the devil of Satan lives in the dark web, basically. And so if people are taking pictures of you illegally, your information is being sold illegally, people will go to the dark web. And I said at the beginning, Soup for the Soul, but this is actually going to be the Blue Cup in the Attic. I'm changing that, and I can do that. This is going to be the Blue Cup in the Attic. It's not going to be a Soup for the Soul, because the information that I'm going to give to you is going to be about my life and probably yours. If you are being spied on, if your information is being disseminated in places that you don't know, you guys, please keep this in mind. And I had to learn this. And you may hear me breathing like, I sound like a sleep stack. Oh my God, you guys, I'm telling my age. Land of the lost, telling my age. Oh my God. You guys, I call someone a sleep stack and Lord forgive me, but they didn't know what a slee stack. And this person just totally forgot what a slee stack is. I'm like, you know dang on well what a slee stack is. Slee stack. Excuse me, we're sniffling again. One word, slee stack. But, when we were growing up, people around my age, there was this thing, there was this, it was like, how can I put it? It was like a network, but within the network on certain days, you would see certain things, that the network had to offer. It wasn't cable. You didn't have to have cable, I don't think, but it was just like, you would see the Bugaloos on Tuesdays, and then Muttley and the dog called Muttley, which someone has told me more than once that I laugh like Muttley, but okay. You would see Hanna-Barbera. This would be get away from me, you fiend. This is Penelope Pit Stop, and someone was always this dude was always trying to kidnap her. I think that was with Mudley. Yeah, and this dude, he had a dog called Mudley. But either way, it was like a series of little, and some were cartoonish, and others were like not live TV, but like anything else you see on the TV, but not cartoon like. And so there was this one that I used to love called Land of the Lost. Marshall, Will, and Harley on a routine expedition, and the greatest earthquake ever known. And then you hear this dinosaur in that part, something. So they went to the land of the lost. The land of the lost was like the land of before, like with dinosaurs, and they went on an expedition and got lost, and they ended up Jurassic Park. Okay, Jurassic Park. It's just not dawning on me. Is that Steven Spielberg? I need to talk to Steven. Steven, you got Jurassic Park from Land of the Lost. Okay, come clean. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, just joking, but maybe not. Okay. And so they had these little stones and pebbles that were in okay, imagine a cave, a dark cave, and there's these little stones on the walls that light up, that mean this and that, and you can move them or something. But they had these monsters called slee stacks. Two legs, two arms, if I'm not mistaken, just like a human as far as that part, but reptilian like. And so anyway, moving right along. So how did I get on the slee stack? But anywho, so anyone can go to the dark web if you have access. Okay. And as I was saying, if you're being spied on, you're not for sure. This is usually where your stuff is going to be sold. This is the reason why, as even for me, when I start looking for videos of myself, I can't find them because they're on the dark web. They're in the dark web, and you have to have access to the dark web. Okay. Okay. You can go directly to the dark web. Like I said, if you have access, you have to have passcode and all that to go in. But, let's see. How can I put this? This is not something you want to do on your phone. This is not something you want to do on your regular laptop that you use, your regular desktop that you use, a computer at the job. This is really an area of the internet where you want to have a standalone computer, and you want to use a VPN, to virtual private network. You want to use a VPN to go to hide, in a double. I think you can get a double VPN. You want to do that because here's the deal. You don't know what you're going to see. You can search, but it's not, Google's not going to come up when you do a search. Okay. But here's the deal. You are going to see things that you would never see via your regular ISP internet service. Well, your internet service provider is your internet service provider, but and that's what you're probably going to still use to go to the dark web. But what I meant to say was, you're going to you're going to have it like I suggest a standalone computer, a computer that still pretty fast, but you don't use it to do your regular activities, regardless of business, personal. This is really, like I said, a computer, laptop, phone that you only use to go to the dark web. That's how bad the dark web is. Okay. And what people will do on the dark web is buy and sell things. People, and I'm not making light of that. I'm laughing because it's really true. Anything is available on the dark web. Okay. Photos of you when you're changing clothes, photos of me, photos of anyone, changing clothes. And so this is why, this is what I was saying. This is why when you resort to doing a search for yourself, if you have discovered that you are being spied on, you're not going to find anything. You're not going to find anything but your normal Yahoo results, Google results, Bing results. That's all you're going to find, because those are on the surface. Okay. Those are on the top. And so those are things that you are really doing. You are indexed. You're spidered. Your name is Spider. Spider just simply means that when people do a search, you can be found. Meaning Google has, they spider every day. I'm sure multiple. It used to just be once a day, but spidering is when a search engine gathers up new stuff. And like a web, and then makes it and indexes it and makes it available and searchable. Okay. So if somebody says spidered, has Google spidered, this or that? I don't even know if they're still using that term, but that's what it means. You just opened up your website and you looked for your website for 2 days and it's not there, but the third day it's there. It's because the search engine spidered you, not saying, oh my God, Tommy has a website, but I'm saying they found your stuff. Okay. You guys, I need the money. I'm telling you, pay me. Okay. You can send donations via Google Pay. I'm serious, you guys. I tell you guys some stuff that, hey, I'm not getting paid for this, okay? I really, but no, I love what I do. I really do. But a little change wouldn't hurt. Change for the change of your mind. No, but a spider. Well, let me go ahead and finish. Google Pay. If you would like to send me donations, you can send those donations. First of all, the information will be at the bottom where this video is posted. And normally my videos are posted on YouTube. Okay, but I'm trying to refrain, as I've mentioned in several videos, from mentioning where I'm going to be posting stuff and URLs and telephone numbers and emails, because like I said, you don't own this stuff, so you don't know if you're going to be there, and then you're having to go in and edit it when you can just post it as text at the bottom where it's posted and let people see the description and all that and whatever you want to put, and then you can change that and move it around. So look at the description, you guys. Click. Okay, if I say click that, then you would know where it's going to be posted. Just look for more information and you'll see where you can send me donations. And I really, really do appreciate it in advance. I really, truly do. And I say this not to be stuck up, not to be throwing things in people's face, and not to beg even, but I do give you guys some very beguiling information. I'm very well aware of that. Things that you would not know in the normal realm of things, like the dark web. What in the world is that? So pay me for that. Compensate me. I don't care if it's $2. Like, okay, I'm sending that chick $2 because that is something I did not know. No, seriously, if you want to, it's up to you. And I appreciate it. And thanks in advance. But so you want to have a computer, laptop, just to get back to the topic, whatever you're going to use. And then you need to just use this for that. And here's the major reason. Two reasons. You don't know what you're going to find, and you don't want to be responsible if something were to happen, but you're really basically protected. This is the dark web, so and you want to be behind a VPN or two, but you can get viruses. This is you go to something on the dark web, you don't know what's there. It's like some programmer may have, and it happens, have written a virus, and it gets on your computer, or whatever, and this is your like computer that you use to do this and that. So the reason why I changed the name from A Soup for the Soul, or to the Blue Cup in the Attic, I kind of just told you. You guys, when you're looking for yourself, if you're being spied on, trust me, pictures and videos of you are being captured. Let me say that again. If you are being, whether you unbeknownst to you or spied on, pictures and videos of you are being captured. Okay? I just saw a still picture of me on a phone, and I'm blind as a bat, so it was amazing that I saw it. Just saw a still picture of me with my eyes closed, and I was asleep. And if you guys only knew how I sleep, I have videos on YouTube, but I promised before I moved I was going to show you even more videos of how I have to sleep, because you guys don't realize, some of you, those who've been following me, you're aware, but for the new people, thank you very much, first of all, for coming into my world. But you guys who are unaware, you just don't know how I have to sleep. It takes me anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to sometimes an hour just to prepare a place to lay my head. Okay. And for that picture to be on that person's phone, what they did, they were coming outside. They came outside and had their phone in their hand, and they weren't paying attention to the position of the phone. And I didn't get excited. I didn't say anything. In other words, I know that you are one of my enemies. I know that you are one of the people that is spying on me. What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And I know what I could do, but no shocker. But except for this, you just confirmed with me that there is a pinhole camera, where you pinholed in a place, you know what I'm saying, where I can go right to it. That's all you did. But for instance, somnophiliacs, I talk about somnophiliacs a lot, or oft times in the Blue Cup in the Attic, and these are people who want to rape you or molest you while you're asleep. They're usually victims of molestation themselves, but yet it's accepted, like in like most Guatemala or Guatemalans. It's a lot of incest in that particular race, and probably not the ones here in the U.S., but it's still there. It's prevalent, and so it is what it is. They I don't know. They see you and feel like you belong to them, and they can do this and they can do that. And so this stuff is usually posted on the dark web. I have attempted to do the dark web and stopped because I was going in. Okay. And I was using a computer that I didn't want to use. And so coupled along with that, I stopped because it was one of my personal computers just recently, as a matter of fact. So you can go to YouTube. You want to go to the dark web and you want to see what's there, go to YouTube, look up Tor, Tor, look up dark web, how to access the dark web, how to go to the dark web. You know how to do a search, and you'll see all kind of videos. And finally, you'll find really good ones like I did that or a particular good one or two that will show you without hesitation how to go to the dark web. These are idiots. Okay. These people just need horns. They're like Satan's angels, and Satan does have angels, and they are within that group, and they don't care. I think this is what I was saying, and also no conscience whatsoever. When you find people that have no conscience in the masses, And I've been saying this for years, Jesus and I think in one, initially I said it right, but then in another video I said God and Satan, and I meant Jesus and Satan. Jesus and Satan are fighting, okay? Now, you and I both know that throughout history and what we've read, that Jesus has more power than Satan. But you know what? That is so wrong. That is okay. Let me break this down to you guys right now, and to where you guys are going to get this. I love the Lord. I love God. I love Jesus Christ. They're two different people. Please stop saying that Jesus is God. People are starting false prophets. Jesus is not God. God is not Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. Okay? Keep it simple. Stop saying they're the same person. They're not. I'm like, and you ask for clarification to make sure this person knows what they're talking about, or you hear them say it again without clarification, and without you asking for clarification. You're like, huh? So let's cut it out. Jesus is Jesus. God is God. Okay? Power. Keep in mind, as long as there's good and evil, both have equal amounts of power. Okay? Yes, Jesus could do some things, holy things, beautiful things. Just if the Lord just taps him on the shoulder, but if God just taps him on the shoulder and give him instruction. But please keep in mind, God gave Satan rights to the earth. Okay? Let me say that again. God gave Satan rights to the earth, to reign over the earth, because he knew there was evil. But here's the deal. Here comes Jesus. Jesus is good. Don't read too far into it. Just Jesus is good. And because too, we have the ability to, and have been given the right to make choices. Choices. Reign over here, REIGN. This is satanic, Satan. Choices. And that's Jesus. Okay. Please don't get it twisted that Satan does not have as much power. And now I would say it's a 55-45. Okay, that's pretty darn close. Okay, or 47-53. You know. So, well, no, 50, 51-49. That's even better. Meaning Jesus I think Jesus has an inkling of more power than God, but please don't get it twisted, you guys. A lot of people are going to be doomed and go to hell because they don't understand the strength of Satan. Satan has a lot of power. He has angels. He has demonic spirits. He knows that Jesus can wipe him out just from the blink of an eye. He knows this. Okay, because what did I say earlier? Jesus is the Son of God. So he knows that the both of them could just send him to, together, both of them together. I mean, it's a wrap. As a matter of fact, Satan believes, this is going to be weird. Satan believes, not in a spiritual sense, but the knowledge sense, knowledge only. Satan believes in Jesus, not in the spiritual sense. Check me out. He's not going to follow Jesus by any means of the spectrum, but he believes, meaning he knows Jesus exists. He knows the power that Jesus has. He knows Jesus can wipe him out with just one breath, or could wipe him out. He knows. So when I say believe, I'm only saying it because he believes it can happen. He does believe that can happen. He knows it can happen. Believe. However, he will never follow two different things. Jesus. And I'm putting this all together. When you talk about the dark web, you are talking about Satan, basically. This is where evil people go to buy and sell your social security number, buy your address information. You can do that on the surfing the web, surface web, you Google and stuff like that. You can do that. But this is undercover, hidden stuff that people can buy from you and buy not well from you if you're evil, but buy about you. For instance, if someone wanted pictures of me, they got them. You want pictures of me, you got them. This is why, and someone's paying a substantial, a really, really high amount of money to see me. This is why they're so freaking adamant about seeing me. Not necessarily on the surface like the people that are doing this, but they have a job to do because there's money involved. Someone, dark web, some idiot, dark web, is really just into me and wants to see me, more of me, like, oh my God, infatuation. And I am not bragging, because I'm telling you, I want to say something very graphic right now, but I mean it. Even though I'm not going to say it, I mean it on every fiber of my soul. Excuse me for sniffling. If I had my way, first of all, if I had my way, got my way, I could say this if I want to say it. But I'm not, for the sake of just, I hate this about people. I mean, it's just, I should be able to say what I want to say, and I can say what I want to say, but I'm not going to say what I want to say because out of respect. There you go. I have some people on here, and, I have to, show them some respect, but please keep in mind, if it's something I really want to say, I'm going to say it. But this person would be losing a part of their anatomy. Let me put it that way. Literally. Real quick, like. So seriously, when you have, I've had everything done to me but touched. And that sounds really weird. I have had everything done to me but touched. And speaking of touching, okay, the blue cup in the eye. I'm at another apartment complex, and I'm outside, you guys. I can't get a connection, so I'm outside. I live outside. I literally live outside. I can't do this and can't do that, and for privacy reasons, I can't. I got a whole bunch of I can'ts over here. Okay, even if I could get a connection, I would probably be outside because of privacy. However, here's the deal. I'm at the front. You're looking around. The sun has come down. You can look, if you were here, you would know exactly what I'm referencing, but let me give you a visualization. There is on the side, when you're coming in the complex, if you look to the left and then also go to the left, especially if you've never been in the complex, from the beginning all the way down is like a little field, a mini field, FIELD, with trees and this and that. Someone has gone, because one day, me being very observant, knowing I'm being watched, know when I leave my apartment, it's this drove of cars that starts coming to the front to see where I am, yada, yada, yada. Walking back to my apartment, which I do in different, I may walk this way, I may walk another way back to my apartment. But I was walking back to my apartment, and I just so happened to look up in those bushes. No lights or anything, just so happened to look in that direction. And I had been noticed, and then afterwards noticed a vehicle. Not saying it's the same vehicle, but a vehicle, always with the lights on. And there's a street. It's a residential street on the other side, by the way, of that mini field. Okay, so that's not the shocker. But I would always I noticed rather, multiple times when I would go up there, someone with their lights on, shining lights, it's night, so they have the lights on. Me being the visual person I am, I know they're watching me because of where I'm standing, and they're not moving. They're just sitting there. As a matter of fact, like it's the stop sign. You're at the stop sign and you just stay there because you're watching, looking through. So, I knew they could see me, but they really could, we're talking leaves, trees, branches. So someone has gone, probably when the people that comes, probably instructed to do so by the people that come and do the landscaping, because here's the deal that I noticed with them. And I've been noticing this. If I am asleep and when they come, 7 something, 8 something in the morning or whatever, you don't hear SHISH star T until I open my eyes. And then everybody's zzz. So I know they are fully aware and a part of this crew that is spying on me. I already know that this has been happening for over a week. I mean, over a week. This has been happening, or I noticed it for over a month, literally, like going on 2 months or more. You don't hear anything, but until I wake up, in other words. Come on, you guys. Then you wake up and you get up and you come to the back door or whatever, and everybody's working. Now, why come you didn't hear that when you open your eyes? You guys, start your senses. I have a suit for the soul. I mean, the blue cup in the attic about your senses. Please start paying attention to your senses. Please just start paying attention. I can show someone something, they'll get mad because I'm showing it to them, and they're like, I don't know, and it's like, really? Okay, so as I was saying, now I've been noticing this for the last 3, 4, or 5 days or whatever. They basically got a clear shot to look through and see me on the sidewalk of the apartment complex at the front. They do, because someone has gone in there or out on the outside. Actually, they had to go in because there's not really much hanging over on the apartment side, like branches and things like that. So someone has gone in, made a little, trying their best to be unnoticeable, has gone in with something and cut down or cut some of the branches so that they can have a clear shot to see me. So today, my guy friend came and picked me up, and we're passing by that street. First of all, I didn't even know it was a street right there, because when he came to pick me up before, I was like, one day I said, turn right here, because there's a vehicle that's always, or not always, I keep saying always, there's a vehicle that I see at night, and they're shining, they have their lights on, and they're, you know what I'm saying. And so he turned on the street, and I said, so there's that street that you turn on, but making a T coming towards in the direction of the apartments is another street. That street dead ends, which makes it a T. It dead ends at the street you turn on, okay, to get to that street. And so I'm like, okay, that's what they're stopping right here and looking over and watching. So today, we're passing by the street, and I just so happened, not that street that the person is on looking, but the street you turn on to get to that street. Okay. And, and I see a cart. I actually see a cart. What prompted me to look on the street, because I've already discovered what's going on, is the fact that some people are having parking problems in the complex, and so they're now having parking problems on that street because they can't park in the complex, and so for whatever reason, and so now they're parking on the street, and so they're getting warnings on their residences are complaining, and so the police, here comes the police. And getting involved, and you know how it goes. Okay. And sadly, because people are parking there, you're going to have people just sitting in their vehicle, which is good, which is a check plus for the perverts, because there was no one on that street. And now there's people on that street. Oh, well, I can just park right here and just, when she comes out or whomever, I can just park right here and sit in my vehicle because there are other vehicles there. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed this cart, an apartment cart, that takes the people, you're interested in seeing an apartment. So you get on the cart, a go-kart or whatever they call it, with management or with the leasing agent, and you go and check out. There was a cart on that street, and there was someone on it, and that person was facing the sidewalk. My ex had come, well, I say ex, but my guy friend had come to pick me up, and we were leaving. And so this person was watching, because I'm always at the front, I had been getting dressed, they saw it, getting ready to leave. And so they were looking through the bushes to watch for me to come to the front. You can't go through the back door. Okay. They stopped that immediately when the previous manager was here. And so you can't go through the back door. And it wasn't the previous managers. It was a suggestion. And okay. Let me clarify that. If the previous manager didn't just say, well, I'm going to lock that back door now. But the funny thing is, I mentioned to him, I questioned why that back door was not locked anyway. Like, why do they have this back door unlocked when someone, so anywho, so this person was sitting, sitting on the cart. That's a residential area. What are you doing over there on a cart? Okay. Sitting on a cart, white, and looking through the bushes, thinking, see, they thought that he was just going to leave or something, but I'm getting dressed to walk up there, to go in. You got to go through the front door. And see, you guys got to realize all of this is planned. All of this is planned. Everything is not what it seems on the surface. You live in an apartment complex. We need to lock that back door. Let's keep that back door. And this could be coming from an array of staff, management, maintenance. In most cases, that door needs to be locked, in other words, so they can have more accessibility to you, so that they can see them at their leisure and pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you guys there's an array of people who want to see me. I don't think it's just one idiot, but there's major idiots who are wanting to spy on me. And these people are the major. So that's like one or two people, I'm assuming. These major players have money, and also they're pervs. Well, they're pervs. What I'm saying, they have money, and then as well as being pervs, and then they're just plain pervs. Now, when you go to that length to watch someone, even though they've gone to the ends of the earth to watch me, when you are cutting down branches, doing things, that's a rapist. Let me say that again. That's a rapist. And guess what? I'm moving. So their desire to see me has been heightened. Are you guys following me? Ooh, let me say that again. That is a pure bona fide rapist. See, when you have a person that is thrown off like that, when they can see you whenever they want, no problem. But when they see that the time is coming where they will not be able to see you, their want to see you gets heightened even more. Because they don't know where you're moving. I had this all planned out. How did she find out? Oh, and so these people can't move where she's moving. And so, we don't know where she's moving. And if we're going to be able to, to have access to her, it gets heightened. They get nervous. They get more aroused. They get anxious. They want you even more. And when they want you even more, that's in the form of rape. I wish you would come in this apartment. I'm going to say it. I've said it, and I'm going to say it again. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how short you are. You're going to have a bona fide fight on your hands, honey. I'm just letting you know. I grew up, you guys, and no bragging, with boys. Okay. So I'm used to putting my hands on boys, men, boys. You all feeling me? We used to fight. And so some women, they would be like, oh, he's a man. No. That's what I'm used to messing with. So for me, there's no skirt. I'm not scared. I'm not scared, because that's what I'm used to dealing with. Or as a matter of fact, I growing up, I was never a fighter, like, oh, I'm going to, bully or anything like that. But altercations didn't really get in them. I didn't get in them because people didn't mess with me. I didn't mess with them. But I did know I would much rather fight, if I had to, have a dude than a chick, because I feel like I'm going to hurt a chick. So, because that's what I'm used to fighting, are dudes. And so come in here in my apartment. I welcome you in. Please come in and stay a bit, because it's going to be on and popping the day that you think that you're going to put your hands on this one. Now listen to a story about a man named Jed. The poor pioneer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some coons. Is it coons, y'all? And up from the ground come a bubbling booze. No, not booze. Oil, that is. Black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jet's a millionaire. My kinfolk said, man, get away from there. They said, Kimmy is not where you want to be. So they got really scared and they ran up a tree. I'm going to get you. Don't come in here. That's all I got to say. I know what's going on, you guys. I'm making light of it, but I know what's going on. This person, as every day goes by, she's leaving. She's gone. Oh, I got to learn how to face it. She's gone. You know, and they thought that they had this all under control. Like, I got all these people watching you. Well, you know what? Tick tock, tick tock. I am leaving. And so what this person is doing things that a rapist would do. The bushes, you can look at them. If you guys knew, you can look at them and tell where they have been not manipulated to the point where like, ooh, but you can see the holes that were not there, like these spaces, like, so to give the person a clear view to see. I'm going to say it again. Come in here. I got about 200 coat hangers right here. And trust me, you're going to have about 100 of them wrapped around your neck. Wired coat hangers, most of them. You're going to have about 100 of them wrapped around your neck. And then how about 10 of them in each one of your eyeballs? I'm just keeping it real. So just a little warning. You know, tell Harry to calm down. Whatever you call your penis, whatever it is, whatever you have going on, you need to calm down. Literally. I'm just saying, you know, people, you know, and you have to be like that. You have to be your own cheerleader, ladies, you know, when you're going through something like this. And I say that on that part for ladies. But if you're a victim, gang stalk, group stalk, electronic stalk, you can't let it get to you. You can't let it get to you. You can't let it get to you. And that's what pisses them off, because I don't let it get to me. I'm like, okay, well, Now there have been times in the past, Raj, I have just literally just gone slap off. I'm talking literally just handshaking, you know, but thank you to the dude that let me know that I am a targeted individual, who lets me know, who informed me because of a post. You know, God is good. I posted something on someone's posters, did something in a community on Google Plus, and I'm telling you, like I said before, some idiot had commented on my comment saying that I'm crazy, blah blah blah, and I went off on this person. They didn't even respond back. That's how bad I went off. You know, cursing words. You know, I had some in there, and then that's when, and also a gentleman. Looking like a white dude. I mean, just looking at his avatar, and I've mentioned this before, doesn't matter white or black, but I'm just very detailed. Let me know that I was a targeted individual. And he said, you know, here's a link. And from that link, you know, I'm not the dumbest cookie in the cookie jar. Excuse me for sniffling. I went to other links, and consistency was this for goals of targeting was very consistent. That 110% consistent, meaning there are literally 4 goals of pervs when they're targeting you and things they want to happen or occur. So I'm just making this known. I see things that other people don't see. You can call me crazy and things like that, but you know, I've looked at those bushes because I passed by, wasn't paying attention. I've looked at those bushes and noticed the vehicles, but it's always a vehicle, not always. There's sometimes a vehicle there. I knew whomever it was when I walking and just stop in the middle of walking. I'll just stop. I knew that person knew that I saw them or saw their vehicle, so they would turn the lights off. They did that multiple times. So here's the deal. When their stalking gets to that point where, yeah, you're watching me in my apartment, okay, that you may think that's top of the line. But in actuality, when they start doing things outside of the norm, keep in mind, these things are done unbeknownst to other people that are involved. Woo! This is someone that's doing things that they have not been instructed to do. Hello, as pervs, spying. I can tell you more so who it isn't than who it is, and even vice versa. I have some ideas of who it is. Okay, so that's when they are trying to go in for the kill. They're going to try to do something that to catch me off guard or whatever. Y'all, they don't understand though. I'm mad. I think that's the only way I can sum it up. I'm laughing, but I'm mad, you guys, seriously. So whomever you are, the sound of my breath. Wait. What's that Kumo D says? The depth of my breath. Okay. If you're hearing me and you're hearing this, I think you need to change your tune. If you care anything about yourself, because you obviously don't give a damn about me, but if you care anything about, D@MN, if you care anything about yourself, you need to change your tune. Stay on track with the people that you're with, spying, and stay within that organization, because whomever this is, like I said, it could be the one that's paying them, whomever this is. But I seriously doubt it's someone at the top. They're paying people to watch, because those people I feel are not even in the country. Okay. They're not even here in the United States. This is some idiot who has been assigned on regardless of what level. This is some idiot that is becoming infatuated with me. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny. I am something to be reckoned with. And seriously, no stuck up. I laugh. I make people laugh. I'm funny. I know how to sing. I know how to do a whole bunch of stuff. And see, for some people, that's a turn on. They cannot function in society around someone like me. You hear me? And you guys think I'm joking. I'm not joking. They would never be able to, in their world, they would never be able to just hang around me, and they feel they would never be able to hang around me because of their low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Infatuation. Yeah. Infatuation, it's silly. You go around willingly. As for example, I go around. That's my song. Wanting you. And yet I can't imagine that you want me to. That's them. Excuse me for sniffling. They feel like they want me. You know what I'm saying? In a sexual manner. And they would not be able to just, hey, what's going on? Kimmy, blah, blah, blah. They wouldn't be able to function that way. The only thing that's on their mind is sex. Okay. Guatemalans, Salvadorans, Honduran, Mexicans. And I don't care who gets mad at me. I know Black African men, and it could be Black African, because the shocker for me was that Black African men were involved in this right here. I was like, ooh, I'm through with y'all too. I'm through with y'all. Ooh, no. And I had already been on the brink of being through with Black African men. So, in my personal life, as far as dating and stuff like that. So, not to throw our men under the bus or anything like that. It is what it is. This is my life. And when I see a massive amount of men that are spying on me as Black African men, I'm not talking about one or two of them, where I can say, you know what, they just throw it off. Those two just throw. No, it's a massive amount of them. And so I have no, what's the word I'm looking for? I throw my hands up on the Black African men. It's just too many of them that's spying on me. So this is my life, and therefore, because of it, I don't want to have, In my personal life right now, I just can't see it, you know, and, but yeah. And so, back to the dark web. This is what happens in the dark web, you guys. People will post videos of you showering, videos of you doing something, knowing that is that lets you know they know it's illegal. You know, I just had someone yesterday and day before that is illegal. Don't they know that that's against the law? Yeah, that's why they're doing it. It's the opposite of what you think, you know. And here's another thing. This rapist person, these people, they feel like they are above the law. A rapist rapes because they feel like they're not going to get caught. And sadly, I'm going to put race in it. A lot of Hispanic males rape because they feel like they're not going to get caught. This is the kind of mindset they have. They are, and like I said, it could be a black person, but I'm just saying, they have in their minds they are not going to get caught. And here's why I'm mentioning this. I've mentioned it before, but here lately on the news, some dude in the military or something, he was Hispanic, or of Hispanic descent. Let me say that, because if I had to put it all on the table when it came to people of Hispanic descent, the Mexicans, yes, they are involved in this in droves, but it's more of the other races than them. Okay. And they're all as one, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, but this person, I'm letting you guys know, I'm doing this on purpose to let you guys be aware that my spying has been heightened by individuals. If you guys can understand that. My spying, being spied on, has been heightened by individuals who are going on the outside of the organization. There you go. You know, the organized crime. There's some people out spying on me that are a part of this organization, but they're doing some extra stuff. Put it that way. And because they're watching me, and so yeah, this is a rapist. A potential rapist or a rapist, whoever this is, you know, they see me on video, whatever, and they've become infatuated with me, just watching me and doing what I'm doing. Well, I'm going to say it again. You're welcome to come in here anytime you get ready. Come on in. Now, like I said, I got these nice co-hangers over here I want to introduce you to. You can just come on in, and each one of them has a name: Bob, Wire, Metal, Wrap, Neckwear, I wear. First name, last name. You come on in here and just have yourself a ball. Even though you probably have two of them. If you got two of them, probably going to leave. Let me stop moving right along. So you guys, the dark web is there. Be careful. I'm letting you guys know that it is there. I'm also, sadly, I'm going to continue to do this, letting a lot of women know. There's so many women, even in this apartment complex, who do not even realize they're being spied on. Some have woken up, but they are still either laughing at me because they were probably laughing at me anyway, hating, you know, so that just heightens the hate, you know. But yeah, so I'm letting you guys be aware of that. And to the ladies, you know, if it looks like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. I don't know any other way to say it. If you're in your apartment and you're seeing things and hearing things and observing things that are totally abnormal, you are seeing things and hearing things and observing things that are totally abnormal. Don't try to make up excuses. Don't try to say it was this. Oh, that was my neighbors behind me. They're just doing this. No, there's some things that's happening. And one of the things, electronic stalking, that a lady has gone, she left. I went and visited another lady. I visited 3 different women. Okay. This only happens when I visit them, you guys. Here's the kicker. I didn't tell management this, but I came home one evening after my godfriend picked me up. My refrigerator door was open, the freezer, and my refrigerator was making, I did a video. As a matter of fact, I have that video. My refrigerator was making this noise, you guys, that it had never made before. They hit me, even though I know the equipment was already there. But let me explain what I meant by when I say they hit me. I met a lady. As a matter of fact, she met me. She told me she had been wanting to meet me, and she lived. I'm looking at her former apartment right now. Literally, my back door. She was on the first floor. I'm on the first floor. And she said, I've been wanting to meet you for forever, basically. And she said, for a minute is what she said. She said, you're an empath. Look up empath, EMPATH on YouTube. It shocked me that she even knew what that was, because I had just learned the term. I learned that I'm an empath way before I learned about being a targeted individual. Okay. And I'm a targeted individual because I am an empath, by the way. Okay. So, part of the reason. And so just got along like to her mother. Oh my God, her mother just fell in love with me. She and her mother lived together. And so, of course I came to visit her, and well, not, of course I didn't have to, but I came to visit her one evening or day or whatever, has spent all day with them. And all of a sudden, she says, and I love an awakened person. I fell in love with her, you guys, not sexually, but I did, because I'm so, if you got to put yourself in my shoes. I'm used to messing with people who don't have a clue, who think you're crazy, who thinks scratching their head, or is talking about you behind your back. This woman was on it. She believed everything I said. She knew it. She's telling me stuff. And see, I admire people like that, because and she said, you're an empath. And I asked her, how does she know what an empath is? And she said, because I'm one. Empaths are people who see things like, not like I see dead people, but empaths are very intellectual people. Thank you very much. No, seriously. They see stuff, and they are here to warn you, people, of what's to come. They are here. They were placed on the planet I didn't know it was a name for it. I thought I was just, being friendly and nice and everything. But no. It's called an empath. They are chosen by God to inform people, especially when we're approaching the end times. They are God's informers to let people know, be careful. There's people out here who are going to try to do this and do that. And because you're that type of person, I'm going to be attacked by satanic people on every level, whether they're just giggling at me, laughing at me, doing anything that they can do, or will do. And so that's what it is. And so I'm speaking on this right now because I've never just openly spoke on it. I may have in another video, said it, but never admitted to it. Like, I'm an empath, or basically in other words, I admitted, but I didn't just come out like I just did and say, I'm an empath, and this is, I said I'm an empath, but I've never said flat out sent by God, because you can't say that to people, because they heard her, they go, oh, she just thinks she's special. God did not make you do. No, seriously, that's what an empath is. An empath is an informer. An empath is, no angel, no by any means of the spectrum, no wings or anything like that. They're just people that are knowledge about things, and they want the best for people. They want, they're going to be attacked. So I understand why all this is happening. So when you go to the dark web, you guys, you're going to see back to that. And I say everything I say ties in together. I'm saying all that because the good is fighting with the bad. And so and it has been, but even more so now, Jesus is fighting with Satan. I've been saying this even when I was on Facebook. Jesus is fighting with Satan, and not in the physical sense, but Jesus is gathering up his people, and guess what? So is Satan. Okay, which should scare anyone, because it should scare anyone. But I mean, if Satan's gathering his people up, then they're not scared. But yeah, it's a battle. So even though this was a little soup for the soulish, and me talking about God, and all my soups for the souls are not about God and Jesus and stuff. I'm just saying, I'm saying all this for a reason, you guys, to be very careful of people. Nothing should shock you. Nothing. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son. Nothing people do. If it's shocking you, you're not ready to go. Ooh, that's amazing. If what people are doing is shocking you, you're not ready to die. When I turn my ceiling fan on, I'm sorry, you may hear it. You're not ready to die. I'm just totally shocked. No, you shouldn't be shocked because we just, come on now. I've been saying for years, nothing people do shocks me, and it really doesn't, because I've been hit in so many angles, and I couldn't figure out why. Why is this happening to me? Just as I'm building my business up, why is this happening to me? Because you're an empath. I'm an empath, and I'm going to be hated and am hated by a lot of people. I am, but I'm dearly, dearly, wholeheartedly loved by just as many people or more. So hey, it is what it is. A person that's an empath is going to go through trials and tribulations even more so than a regular person. But they're empaths because they're strong. It just is what it is. They're going to be able to prevail. They're going to be able to get over it. They know they're going to prevail. It's like, excuse me for sniffling. They know they're going to get over it. It's like, so this is just like, somebody, this is like putting water over my shoulder. You're not bothering me. Is that what your freaking goal is, to try to bother me? It's not working. Very, 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 people with very, very high self-esteem, no stuck up, just, they know how this works, So this is Kimmy Wyatt, you guys. If you want to go to the dark web, once again, you have to have access, and you need to download Tor, and go to, check out, the instructions on YouTube. You can go to the dark web, try to find yourself, try to find, things about yourself or whatever. This is where, you can sell and buy, people's personal information. And let me say this, and I said I was going to say this, before I even started recording, and I almost forgot. Personal information. Keep in mind that, and I've said this, I think, in another Soup for the Soul. I think I did. Okay, even if you don't think you're being spied on, even if you think I've lost my mind, off my record, gone, rocker, gone, she's just losing it. First of all, I know that you're hating, because a lot of people are using my situation to hate, and they don't, either they realize it or they don't, or to hate even more. Ding, I got that. Okay, I got it. And I'm telling you, they feel in your heart. They know your heart, so they know you're telling the truth. But because they're hating on you with other people, you know what I'm saying? They have to keep putting up this facade or whatever, however it goes. But I want to tell you guys this: if you leave out of your apartment, thinking that you are not being spied on. This could be me. This could have been me before I found out. You leave out your apartment, you leave, and I was doing this, as a matter of fact, in my other apartment. I've left papers and stuff all on the floor, some of my personal papers and my lawyer's papers, and just all kind of stuff on the floor, because you don't think you're being spied on. You don't know. This is you living your everyday life. But I noticed I started coming and I'm looking for stuff, and it's in it, and I never mentioned this, but I had like papers on the carpet, just different pieces of telephone numbers, different pieces of information on the carpet. And I noticed, not initially, because they're good. Let me tell you something, interjection. If they mess with something of yours, it's going to be very hard for you to tell they mess with it. This is the core of them. If they mess with something of yours, you have to be me. Okay? Not trying to be funny, to realize, okay, someone messed with this right here. Because they're going to try their darndest to make it not, they're going to put it back how it was, make it back the way it was, unless after you figure out that they're spying on you. Now that's when they'll do something, rubber band here, and it wasn't a rubber band. Let's do stupid stuff, oh God. But other than that, if you don't know you're being spied on, and they come in and mess with your purse and gets your driver's license and stuff like that, come on, I already know what you guys have done. They get your driver's license, write down all that stuff and information. They sell your stuff on the dark web. They use it, you know. They want to be you, psycho. So yeah, just be careful, you guys, and start most importantly, start listening to people. You don't know everything. I am so freaking tired of sneers, you know, where you listening, but you also, you got your ears are listening, but your eyes are disapproving. You know, I'm so tired of that, but it comes with the territory. I'm an empath. I know that there are going to be people who are going to not understand this, you know, what's going on, you know, that we are targeted individuals, those of us who are, they're not going to understand it. And then likewise, opportunity, you know, there could be someone who wants to hire you, but they find out, oh, wait, it's too much going on. No. You hire that person because that person is an empath. That person is going to warn you of things. That person they're the perfect person to hire because they're not scared. They're you know, these are God's, so Jesus's soldiers. Okay. So that's someone you would want on your team, not off your team. And no psycho, no crazy. I mean, let me take that back. There could be some empaths that, you know, I don't know. I can't get off into that. Like, who have lost their mind. I don't understand how they could be an empath if they've lost their mind. How can you warn someone? But God uses us all. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go. Just be careful. Go to the dark web if you dare. And, you know, not to elaborate on it as far as is details on how to get there. That's not what I do, but I will tell you that it does exist, that you can, it is created. It is not fake. It is like the other side of the World Wide Web, the evil side. And although there's some over here, you know, like if you go to porn here, yes, your ISP can tell the government, federal agent, what websites you went to, because, you know, it's truncated, it's saved. Okay. And even though you delete it out of your computer, you trash the computer, that's part of being in that type of business. The government governs basically, even though it could be a private company, the government has the right to have your records subpoenaed, what websites you went to while you had service with this or that particular ISP, internet service provider. Okay. What websites did they go to? So please don't think that that when you delete it and reformat your computer, and honey, if you got the same ISP, the government has to do is send out a subpoena, which I am very familiar with. I used to work for U.S. Customs, saw them all the time. You know, not for the internet, but I'm just saying, when you're once that information is subpoenaed, that's a wrap. Okay, and they have the right. The government has the right to do it, and you, in that fine print that you didn't read when you signed your contract, it was off in there somewhere. Trust me. These companies know their TOS, terms of services, or terms of service. You know, they're not discount. What am I trying to say? You know, their policy. They're going to let you know, and they know a lot of people don't read them. They know over half of the people do not read those. So, but you sign up for the service, you paying for a service, you pay every month. If you pay on time, I'm just saying. But then you can get subpoenaed, and this is why I call them the world's dumbest criminals. Oops. Let me tell you something. Well, if you're hiding behind a VPN, you may be okay. Most people who go to the dark web for the first time are not behind a VPN. Okay, they're just going because they can't believe that there's such a thing. The dark web. What is that? You know, and I do have to apologize again for talking out of my nose. I really just listened to myself just now. I'm like, yeah, really? You sound like Charlie Brown's school teacher. Oh my God, that didn't even sound right. I sound horrible. But I am literally talking out of my nose. So let me go. You guys just, it's not me. That's all I can say. You know, it's me against the world. And I feel that way. and I'm taking it in stride. I'm also going to do a super the Blue Cup in the Attic on how to move. If you're a targeted individual, please keep in mind that you cannot take, you just can't take stuff with you if you're moving. You just can't. In heirlooms, I don't care what it is. In most cases, you can't take stuff with you. You can't take anything porous. This is wood. Anything that a screw could be put in. You just can't. If you want to make sure on your end that you're doing everything that you need to do, to not be stalked again, to minimize the stalking, you furniture. No, you can't. It's certain furniture, plastic maybe if it's just like. Even stuff like that, because their goal is to find you. So they're going to plant something somewhere and they're going to do it before you move, hoping that you take that with you, and you're not. Okay. I got this down, man. I've said it before. Fabric. Now you put something in some fabric, then I'm not talking coat jackets, and I'm talking fabric. Anything fabric I'll be taking with me. Anything other than that, I probably won't. And I'm going to let people have it or sell it or whatever. I don't want it. I've already sold the table. The table that you guys see in my videos on YouTube. I've got about 199 videos now, you guys. Please join the channel and you'll see the information where this is posted for other things that I do. But anywho, that table is gone. The table that I was taking pictures of stuff on, it's out of here. Lady saw that table. Well, keep up with me, you guys. Someone wanted to buy, was wanting their aunt to buy it. And I'm all about money. I got things to do. And this lady came up and said she wanted it, and she wanted it right then and there. Now, you may think that's wrong, but I'm in business, you guys. You when you're in business, you're Walmart. You just can't. Walmart, I want everything on this shelf. Can you hold it for me? No, because here's the deal. Walmart knows, and Sam Walton knew, and I know, people are a bunch of talking till they show money. And that's just what. So I got a lot of stuff that business, how you guys can avoid a lot. I just said, be about money. If you're in business, you're about money, and holding stuff with people and doing all that. It's okay if you don't have any other suitors. But if somebody comes along and they have that money, because see, here's the deal. And this is why you do it. They can change their mind, and you have told somebody else, no, don't do that. You take the money, go take the money and run. Go take the money and run. I need to put that in a white folks Wednesday. Whoo, yeah. Go on and take the money and run, and apologize to the other person, because you are in business. You're about business. And yes, I can wait on you and that's only if someone else does not come up. That lady saw that table and went to the ATM and it's gone. So she was like, oh, I gotta have it. She said, I want this table, that's a very expensive table, by the way. So it could have been an heirloom because it belonged to my mother, but I gotta get rid of stuff, And if you guys don't believe I'm being spied on, buy some of it. Hasta la vista. Like, ain't nobody spying on Kimmy. I'm just buying. I am fixing to buy this such and such and such. Ain't nobody spying on Kim. Okay, well, buy it. Let's take a chance. Take a chance. I have just sang how many songs? Take a chance. Do, 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 do. Take a chance. Yeah, take a chance. Buy it. I don't want it. I'm gonna sell it. So if you want it, get it. Because I can't. Me personally, I can't take that risk. So. This is Kimmy Wyatt. Hasta la vista. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao Bella. Ciao Bello. Just to recap, I am going to be doing a video on a Sue for the Soul on how to buy a car. I already did this video. I have to do it over because I went in, you guys, and it very funny though. I listened to all my stuff basically after I recorded, and I was laughing so hard, but it wasn't the laughter, it was the other stuff. So I have to re-record that. I am going to be also doing a video on how to buy a house. Now, this is not how to buy a house. No, 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 no. These Soup for the Souls are geared towards Black African people because we're making mistakes. I just did uploaded two Soup for the Souls. One is called Black African People Leave That HBO Alone. Something about HBO, let it go. And I also talked about why banks love us. And so little nuggets, things you guys can use. And so try to make sure you listen to both of those before I go further with posting how to buy a car, because we're messing up on that too. Like, I know how to buy a car. No, you really don't. You really, really don't. In most cases. A house. No. You did little nuggets that's going to help you get from point A to point B. But you got to listen to the other ones so that you can get there and arrive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing a Soup for the Souls on that, car, home. The one I just said on how to get out. If you're moving and you're targeted, there's things that you need to do. And I kind of mentioned this and said I was kind of mentioning it in that video. I wasn't going to elaborate. And I said in this video, you got boxes of stuff that you have had boxed up, and you didn't take anything out because you knew you were being spied on. You knew you were moving. But guess what? They know you're moving too. So they know you haven't messed with that box. So they're going to put stuff. So you're going to have to strip down every box, everything you have. Just all I can say is invest in some new boxes and invest in some tape, and make sure that you box and tape. Don't have stuff, just even though I'm going into it and I shouldn't be, but don't have just stuff like, oh, I got to go to the store and go get some more tape. No, if you did not have enough tape when you was packing that stuff right there, you need to take everything out that box and restart over to make sure that when you left, no one came in your apartment and put something in it, because these are pervs. Like I just said earlier, these people are getting paid. This is what they're making money off of you. You think it's just going to stop? You think they're just going to say, oh, she gone, she's gone. Oh, I got to learn how to face it. No. Hall and Notes in the house. No, they're going to try. Listen to the word I'm saying. They're going to try you. Okay. Thinking that they're smarter than you. Gotta go. Bye. There we go.